A lazy man gon' stop, but a grinder always gon' eat. Everybody can do what I do. That's why I'm crushing your crew. From Chi-Town, Memphis, Tennessee, I'm so fresh and so new. Got a hot album too.
This Chicago.
And I'm taking all of these suckers' juice. I keep my promo on them poles, keep that powder out my nose. I'm staying focused with that million copy sold.
King Kong ain't got shit on me.
What's my name? Say my name. Stayed on my green. I ain't never gonna let nobody talk me out of rolling with my team. Y'all know what I mean. It's money hungry fiends. They think they can outsmart you by selling you a dream. But I stay grinding cause I'm bread making homie. And they can't figure me out because they really don't know me. You got that paper, show me. My mama didn't name me Toby. These suckers want slaves, but I'm shaking them like Kobe. It's real in the field. I'm the lion on the meal. I'm the hollow point tip, pointing at you ready to kill. These suckers better chill. Ask Brother Will. The king is in the building, so you niggas take a meal. Say my name.
This Chicago.
What's my name? Say my name.
Well. Great show we gonna do during lunchtime. Y'all, I know 10 o'clock is past and gone, but it is 12:30. And I'm here for your lunchtime break during the time that you eat your sandwich, get you some popcorn, or before that soap opera that you're gonna watch. But this has been one of the biggest soap operas that we could ever talk about. Talk about it. Listen, man, this weekend was a big weekend for all of us that loves basketball, women, men, everything. Shout out to the New York Knicks for winning the championship, the first one in 53 years. Shout out to Jalen Brunson and team. Listen, Karl Anthony Townsend loved basketball, been in the game for 11 years, and he has his championship before his end. Now, in the world of women basketball, we have some dramatic issues as you file in and come into the building. Please hit the like button and subscribe. But we have some drama going on in the WNBA. We have some drama. The saga continues. The effort, the MVP run, and the battles that we saw over the weekend. And as we go into the 12th and 13th game of the season, with most of the teams, we are now figuring out who's who, what's what, and who is better than who. Who's doing what on their team and who is not doing what on the team. As we go into all of this drama, as we go into all of the chaos, as we go into all of the dilemma, welcome to the Gingerbread Man Show. This is Steady Serving Sports, ENT, an extension of Simply Ball Dropping Podcast with my main man, K-Sap. What's up, K-Sap? Shout out to the Full Court Trio. Shout out to the Players Club. Shout out to all the people who support this show. I want to give my special love and thanks for the ones that always believe in me, for being here. Good morning, good afternoon, Noah King, Mama June, I love you so much, Ma. Staying with me. Crazy Kim. Thank you. Come in the building, hit the like button and subscribe because this is the show that you've been waiting for. Bars. Hey, I see my brother Brian Lewis in the building. Love, live, and what? Live, laugh, and love. You know already. I'm gonna call you LLL. Cool L. I love live, laugh, love. Very much big supporter. Hey, I see JC in the building. I see you up in the building. I appreciate you coming here, my man. My baby sister ADP. What a great show last night, ADP. They is talking about us, ADP, in our show that we had last night. It was a real big and good conversation. My brother Van, my niece, she wins. Thank you for all of the support she wins. And brother Van sending me everything. Big girl, I see you in the building. Brother Lawrence, I see you in the building. Yeah, listen, y'all. This is going to be a good show. This is going to be a great show. And those of you guys that are listening, that are watching, that is on your lunch break, definitely you want to tune in right now. Share it, share it, share it. Let the people know that I am on. Share with your people. Chuck Chatter, what a great show last night, Chuck. Appreciate you so much, Chuck. Listen, Skull Bride Nation. Listen, y'all, Dennis, they all filing in. As you file in, hit the like button, subscribe, and share, because this is going to be a big show. I'm going to try to get through it. Please, if you would like to give a super chat or a super sticker, please do so. I will read your quote because y'all know it's one of these shows of information. These are one of the shows that we're going to talk about it. This is one of the shows that you want to be in tune with. This is one of the shows that I know you're going to listen to for months on when we talk about basketball, the transition of basketball, the nature of basketball, and the progression of women's basketball, definitely in the WNBA. Now, as we go on, we all know that Angel Reese is the biggest name in basketball. Can we be fair? Can we be fair now? Can we be fair? We know that Caitlin is Caitlin. We do. We understand that the machine behind Caitlin is phenomenal. The love behind Caitlin is phenomenal. The followers behind Caitlin is a big deal. Because the followers, and even though they are not good, bad, and ugly followers that she has, some of the good are here on this channel. The bad, you can stay away, and the ugly definitely want to go and not subscribe to this channel. Because guess what? We're going to talk straight basketball. We are not going to talk about things that does not matter to the 9450 or to the game itself. We are here to talk about one of the most dynamic players in all of basketball. That is A'ja Wilson. We are here to talk about the most known player in basketball. That is arguably Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark. But we also want to talk about the rising star that has broken mostly all of Caitlin Clark's records in just 13 games. And her name is Olivia Magic Miles. We are here to talk about some of the greatness that we're seeing in the change of women basketball as we know it right now today. We are here to talk about how the effect of Angel and Caitlin has switcherooed everyone's thoughts, projections, and idealistic ways about fundamentally watching a basketball game. But guys, I have to keep it real with you. And this is a topic that has gone crazy this morning. The eyes of everyone in the country are on Angel Reese once again. It seems like the top of every single week of every single month in the last 2.5 seasons have been talked about Angel Reese. What is she doing? Where is she at? Who is this that she's with? What did she say? How did she say it? What is she wearing? What else is she's doing with business? And who is also hating on Angel Reese? This has been one of the biggest topics of all time, and one of the biggest problems that us here on Steady Service Sports ENT have been trying to help with all along, because Angel Reese, hands down, have been the most picked on, despised, disvalued, unvalued, and misrepresented basketball player probably of all time. There has not been a basketball player that has been disgraced, that has not been sexualized, that has not been put in a basket, a trick bag basket, more than baby Angel Reese, the baby goat. What's going on? I see you, Marvin. Come on in and hit the like button. Listen, Angel Reese has those tears in her eyes for a reason. Angel Reese felt like that not only has she been disrespected, not only has she been unprotected, not only has she not been guided, not only she's disliked for what people say she should be disliked for, Angel Reese has been battling through it all, on teams, off of teams, in the media, around the basketball world. It seems like the Angel Reese cannot be stopped talked about. It seems like in the country, in the total basketball world, Angel Reese's name comes up all the entire time. I want to know why is this girl targeted across the media, the basketball world, the girls in general, the players in general. I want to know why Angel is teary-eyed and exhausted from the demise, dislike, despise, lie on, rejection. As her rejection was in Chicago, and the Jeff Paglioshas of the world, and Michael Alters of the world, and Nadia Rollison lying in the world, Chicago Sky organization, with its foul motions and movement and the foul dealings of the Chicago Sky, did not want Angel Reese light to be shined upon the roach rat infested, holes in the boat type of organization that Chicago Sky is. The light, the superstar, the beautiful Barbie, the baby girl has shined so much light on women's basketball that it is unanimously, Angel Reese is the most popular basketball player of all time. Angel Reese has got shot at multiple times. Angel Reese has been disrespected multiple times, sexualized multiple times. And yes, Angel Reese has took it all. Angel has withstood it all. Angel is still standing just like a phoenix that they have been burning on these organizations in this WNBA platform. And Kathy Engelberg has not done anything to settle it down, along with her referees. We can say that, yes, the big man's game is to be in a battle down under the rim so that they can protect and rebound the basketball. The big man game is to also be able to be that centerpiece, that glue piece that everything revolves around, because that's why they call it the center. So we know that the most action actually is up underneath the rim. What an ugly, ugly type of scene that some people say they don't like the arm pushing and the battling and the shoving and the grabbing balls and all of those type of things that happens up underneath the rim. They say they prefer to have logo shots, three ball perimeter shots. People that spin, move, turn around, pass the ball. But those are also aspects of basketball that Angel Reese also has in her bag. This morning, we woke up with the talks about Angel Reese actually getting in tune and into it with one said player that was an old player of hers, supposedly was one of her vets on coming on to the Chicago Sky. This vet, Izzy Harrison, was on the Chicago Sky and got signed by the Chicago Sky while on injury in 2023. In 2023, Izzy was brought to the table of the Chicago Sky. And when Izzy came to the Chicago Sky during that season, James Wade walked off the court. He left the GM and the coaching job, and they had to figure it out. In that season to come, Nadia Rollinson, so-called, sought out what she claimed on the table, Teresa Witherspoon, and signed Teresa Witherspoon to the coaching job of the Chicago Sky with GM type of authority. She said it and announced it on the table that she will be looking for Teresa Witherspoon's input on bringing players and other pieces to this team. Teresa Witherspoon was the first to be signed by the Chicago Sky before Jeff Pagliosha was named the Chicago Sky's GM. In him being named the GM of the Chicago Sky after the hiring of Teaspoon, you know that the GM job on the Chicago Sky was kind of shared there on the Chicago Sky because Jeff Pagliosha was nothing at all and barely a developmental coach. As Jeff Pagliosha went through the nepotism that Michael Alter has on his organization, the nepotism that we see throughout the entire American universe, the nepotism of Jeff Pagliosha being one of the fry guys, the boy that washed the floor, the windows, and locked the restaurant door. Michael Alter sees that it is a win situation for him to hire somebody very cheap, inexperienced, and can grow with his team in a rebuild. This is the idealistic of what Michael Alter thought that he can do, navigating that through Nadia Rollinson, and of course, Jeff Pagliosha, and of course, Teresa Witherspoon. As the season went on, Teresa Witherspoon was able to tell Jeff Pagliosha, a GM's job is not to be on my court. A GM job is not to be in my pregame practices. A GM's job is not to be doing my practices at all to tell or to so-called develop my players. A GM's job is to find me players so that I can coach and develop them. Your job, do your job. I'm going to do my job, and we're going to keep it at that. Well, Jeff Pagliosha didn't like that. Jeff Pagliosha didn't accept that. And Jeff Pagliosha wanted to do something about that. And Jeff Pagliosha was able to win the battle in the tug of war of power on the Chicago Sky. Teresa Witherspoon was fired at a grocery store. She had to drive up from a grocery store that we have here in our beloved city in Chicago just to have a walk-in meeting with Nadia Rollison to tell her, no, this is the professional way to do it. And if I'm released, release me on a professional basis. Teresa Witherspoon was released from the Chicago Sky from a grocery store. A phone call. He did not hold a meeting with Teresa Witherspoon. As she packed her bags and left, Angel Reese was broken for months about this firing. Angel Reese didn't appear, and even the so-called facility that they got for the Chicago Sky did not even appear at the groundbreaking ceremony. Angel Reese has always been in a situation of being a very, very sensitive creature, a very giving creature, and a person with high emotions. As we've seen this drama and saga play out in Chicago, Jeff Pagliosha, after the firing, Teresa Witherspoon wanted to get rid of anything and everything that Teresa Witherspoon had her hands on. That included Kennedy Carter. That also included Angel Reese, and he accepted Camila Cardoso. But really, that also is Teresa Witherspoon's pick. He lied and said that these two, Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso, would be the cornerstones of the Chicago Sky. He said that in his press conference that he's looking to build a better and bright future after the firing of Teresa Witherspoon and the hiring of Tyler Marsh, that last year he was definitely building a team around Angel Reese and Camila Cardoso as the cornerstones and the future of the Chicago Sky Nation. Little did we know that Jeff Pagliosha all the time, did not want Angel Reese on his team. As we knew, Angel Reese was rising, becoming an all-star, and then in her second tandem, in the second year, became another all-star, meaning that it was 2 times and doubled down on her being a star. But Jeff Pagliosha had other plans that he did not want Angel Reese to be involved in, and he felt that Angel Reese was the dust or the sand or the dirt on the windowsill that was left by Teresa Witherspoon, and she wasn't that good. And he thought that he could bring in names and stars and people with accolades to get rid of the hurt of trading Angel Reese in the top of this season. In the off season, as we found out that Angel Reese has been traded from the Chicago Sky, the Chicago Sky's fans were ultimately hurt from this move that Jeff Paglioccia had done, ultimately showing the Chicago Bum organization that they're not coming to your goddamn games. They're not going to support you in whole. They're not going to come and put food in your children's mouth. Jeff Paglioccia, your cousins, your mothers, your sisters, Michael Alter, they are not going to come because we here in Chicago have boycotted silently and boldly in Chicago because of the move that you have had, the nepotism going on and through your organization, and the misguidance of a leader in Nadia Rollinson along with them. As they go and sandwich in this caper that they're pulling off in Chicago, as they use Angel Reese as a tool of punishment in a supremacist type of fashion. They wanted Angel Reese to just shut up and dribble. But Angel Reese, we already know that she cannot just shut up and dribble, because Angel Reese is the most popular basketball player of all time in this game of basketball in just 2.5 seasons. No one expected Angel Reese and Caitlin Clark to put on this type of feat, feat of changing the whole trajectory of the absolute response and the eyeballs on the WNBA in total. No one expected that the whole entire fandom of the WNBA will be looking at what Chicago Sky would be doing. They did not add it up. That way, they could not wash, dry, and fold the money, allegedly. With the plans of getting rid of Angel Reese, with the plans of getting rid of Kennedy Carter, with the plans of getting rid of Teresa Witherspoon, Chicago Sky thought that they would go under the radar, but they are one of the most watched teams in the WNBA with a losing record. I wonder why. That was because even with getting rid of Angel Reese, this team has been recognized throughout the whole entire country. This team has been disgraced and demised in the malarkey, the debacle, the fumble of one of the greatest superstars that has been able to push through professional basketball as a rookie. But Chicago has stood and told and gave you guys signs at each and every game that we are not satisfied, that we are disrespected, that we feel that we have been robbed, we have been took, we have been led astray, we have been led amok, we have been bamboozled, we have been lied to. And as the country takes on in laughter, as they're laughing, as they think they're laundering the money tree, allegedly, Michael Alter, Nadia Rollinson, and Jeff Paglioccia have now felt what the pain that they have put inside of the fans that is in Chicago alone, with the Barbie leaving, disbanding, and going to Black Hollywood. Atlanta have gotten themselves a gift. that was just given to them with a bag of Skittles. Atlanta has been able to get a gift with no repercussions at all. But what Atlanta did do, the 2027 and the 2028 first round picks, were giving up for this beautiful young lady, which they got away with. They got them not just a deal, they got themselves a mega star, a superstar, a star that was born for the WNBA. Now, let's get into it. Let's get involved and let's get in action. As I talked about Angel Reese, as I talked about the things that has happened and transpired in the W, the situation between Izzy Harrison has ultimately took the airwaves. And it's everything to talk about with everyone. It's all over social media. So I'm gonna access my use and show you guys some of the things that are actually being said and actually being felt across the WNBA.
About Isabel Harrison today, because if I don't, who will? That's why she mad, right? For those who don't know Izzy Harrison, she signed with the Chicago Sky in 2023. She was supposed to be like one of its upcoming stars. They were going to build around her and a couple other people. And that all halted when they drafted Angel Reese the next year in 2024. And Izzy ended up riding the bench most of the season, except for the end of the season when Angel Reese got hurt. She was able to go in during those games. She didn't show enough. They got rid of her ass, and she was bitter about her experience in Chicago. Had a couple, cryptic things to say about Angel Reese's fans on her way out. Ended up going to New York and riding the bench there too. So, dear Isabel Harrison, you ride the bench regardless if Angel Reese is there or not, because you's a bench bitch. So she showed up today ready to get busy because she saw Angel Reese on the schedule. Super Bowl. Meanwhile, she should have been charged for 2 crimes today. That flagrant assault foul and this ugly ass outfit. What in the going out of business forever 21 bullshit is this? You looking like you went to a yard sale after our girl gets the fashion cam installed. That fashion cam is there for Angel Reese because of Angel Reese. So show the fuck up. Not looking like you bought your wig and the outfit in the same fucking place. Arrest her. And I know a lot of people are like, that wasn't a flagrant 2. That's soft. Well, that foul was unfair because it was being chippy the whole time and they weren't calling anything. Angel Reese was getting punch, slap, punch, hit, and not a single foul was being called. Not even a hostile act on the ball when Izzy punched it out her hand and hit her chest. And that had just happened on the other end, and Angel got called for it. So Izzy is feeling empowered like, damn, this is my Super Bowl, and they let me get all these fouls off. Well, shit, clothesline. Bitch forgot that she wasn't in the WWE and that it was the WNBA, and the refs overcorrected her ass. And you were actually having a good ass game, but then you let your envy, hatred, jealousy, and that air between that fat ass wig and your brain get you ejected. Like, there's one thing to get ejected for a good move, but then there's another one when you just getting ejected because you're a hater. And bitch, you a hater. Doing all that fake ass unbothered laughing. Bitch, we know you're bothered. Angel Reese came to Chicago, snatched your motherfucking chain as a rookie, sent your ass packing after she sat your ass on a bench. And then you went to New York and sat on another bench.
Oh my God.
Your current coach knows you're still a bench bitch mentality ass.
Oh my God.
So yeah, Angel Reese doing this is my house and your house was beautiful as fuck.
I tell your
Shout out
mama
to
you
Angel
ain't
Reese,
shit.
though, for the restraint, because you could have gotten up and started stomping. She was still on the floor. But you don't want to let a sewer rat take you from where you are. You have shit to lose. That bitch just gonna lose. See what I'm saying? Like, I would understand where she's coming from a little bit if I was you, you know, because the last time this bum bitch saw you in a facility, you was taking her job. So you kind of gotta understand, and you still walked out of there a winner. Well, congratulations, Izzy, on losing your Super Bowl. Hopefully another rookie won't take you up out of your 2-cent wig ass spot again after your coach sees you're down to lose a game and get ejected over.
She is hilarious. Shout out to my girl. God damn. Y'all listen. I have to show what the hell this does and how this affects people and how we care. We care because we saw 2 years. Now this is the 3rd season of Angel Reese being disrespected. We are exhausted of the disrespect and the demise of a girl that is very kind, a giver, a quality gem, a person who loves people, a person that actually is a natural born baller. But he has to break it down a little bit more.
And a foul. Oh my, we're getting into it. That's Isabel Harrison and Angel Reese. Look, this is obviously spillover from the first half. But you love an emotional fight. Yeah, that's a hard foul. That's hard-nosed basketball.
The announcers are absolutely insane in this moment. And at the time, I wasn't even listening to them. I was sitting on my couch and I was thinking, what the hell is wrong with Izzy? And even as an Angel Reese fan, that's really irrelevant in this moment. That was clearly a flagrant 2 foul, which is when a player commits contact that is deemed both unnecessary and excessive, which results in immediate ejection. I actually looked up how old Izzy was yesterday because I didn't know and I previously didn't care. And I was shocked to see she was 32 years old, walking off the court laughing like she's 20. Like, yes, in basketball, people laugh about fouls all the time. Typically when it's like, that really wasn't a foul, this person flopped, oh my gosh, people are being dramatic. But this was a foul. This was intentional. This was excessive. You actually are upset and angry at something we will probably never know. And so what exactly is funny?
We know that Izzy got her chain snatched, like my girl said. You know, she been watching your brother. You got that chain snatched.
Watching the game, it was definitely intense. It was back and forth, right? Angel's not an innocent bystander in this. She was talking shit as Izzy was talking shit. They were going back and forth the whole game. But see, Angel's intensity feels like basketball intensity. And it looked like Izzy's felt like personal vendetta, like she needed to beat Angel, which, by the way, she didn't. Angel had 15 points and 17 rebounds. Izzy had 17 points and 3 rebounds. Then I get on Threads and the player who's been the advocate for player safety has a different opinion because it's her girlfriend. Not me advocating that girlfriends can play in the league and it's not going to change the dynamics. You're making it look bad. Triggering us is wild. It's kind of like when the president's wife had a campaign for not bullying when the president is a bully. Thank you to Feed993 on Threads for posting these non-foul calls all night on Angel. Apparently not a foul. Not a foul. And I have the video of this. It was a foul. You guys, every day I'm reminded that Angel Reese loves basketball so much that she subjects herself to this type of treatment because she's rich. She could just go be a model or an actress or whatever else. That's how much she loves the game of basketball, that she chooses to go out there and entertain us and put herself at risk every single day and night. I don't understand it at this point, and I wouldn't even be surprised if she chose to walk away. Something definitely.
Me neither. But she's not. because she wants that jacket. She wants to be amongst the greats. She wants to be amongst the people who done it before her. She wants to be able to walk into that hall with her name there in the Hall of Fame. She wants to be talked about through the annals of time of all the work that she put in since grammar school. Another breakdown. Told y'all this was going to be a good show.
I got a lot of things to say, and I hope that I can get all this out without talking all over the place. But Isabel Harrison went into this game today looking to beat Angel Reese and not looking at beating the Atlanta Dream. And that's a problem. Outside of Isabel Harrison's points, everything else she was doing was completely uncalled for and unnecessary. She wasn't just trying to defend Angel and get good defensive stops. She was looking at trying to rage bait Angel. Okay, she was looking at ways to try to physically hurt Angel from the very beginning of that game until she got ejected out of that game for that flagrant two. Isabel Harrison has been in this game for 9 years, and she's still mid. Okay, Isabel clearly is still mad that a rookie came onto the team that she was on and took her starting spot. Whose fault is that? She's in this game for 7 years before Angel came up to that. So whose fault is that? You don't you try to play Angel. You're doing all these crazy hits. That flagrant two foul to me, when you watch that back, that is absolutely insane. She could have hurt Angel's back. She could have injured Angel and gave her a season-ending injury. And it's crazy to me because a lot of y'all on the internet are trying to find ways to make that particular play okay. And this is absolutely insane. It doesn't matter if the player was Angel Reese or if it was Alicia Gray or if it was not. It doesn't matter what the player would have been that Isabel Harrison was pulling down. At the end of the day, that's a dirty play. And that's completely uncalled for to put any player in that position to possibly have a season-ending injury. And then you have her girlfriend on the internet talking about some, oh yeah, that's some good edge. You're fighting with good edge. Now I done lost respect for you because you need to worry about Chicago Sky. Okay, you need to worry about your team and trying to get your team wins. You need to stay out of that. I understand that's your girl, but at the end of the day, you're also a WNBA player. Okay, say what you want to say to your girl and about your girl in a text message. Putting that on threads, not a good look. Okay, because I promise you, you entering a battle that you don't want to fight. Y'all saw Angel's response. After that flavor two, y'all saw how Angel ended that game. She scored what I think 8 straight points, 12 straight points, something like that. It's just crazy to me because if you watch this game, the officiating, it's almost like they didn't even see Angel. It's like every time Angel was on the offensive end, none of the refs saw her. But as soon as she got on defense, they automatically saw her for every single thing that she was doing. And that's not okay. Like this officiate, it's got to improve. It's got to improve. And I don't want y'all to think that I'm biased just because it happened to Angel. I don't like to see any player in the WNBA have to deal with a season-ending injury, regardless if I like the player or not. At the end of the day, they're all human beings and they're all playing the sport that I love to watch, which is basketball. Okay, I don't want to see anybody going down or anybody getting any dirty plays called. But to have Isabel Harrison pull that flagrant two foul, sit on the bench, be confused as to like, oh my gosh, what did I do? Like, I didn't do anything wrong. And then you're laughing as you're walking up the steps going out, and then your team loses by double digits. But I bet it's okay though, because you outscored Angel and you got your lick back, so you don't even care if your team lost. That's a problem, babe. That's a problem. And you need to take that up with the Lord because you need to do some self-work. Because if you're still bitter over Angel taking your starting position after you had been 9 years in this league, you got some inner work that you need to do. And you need to work on yourself. Because you were on a team in the W. You was leading that team in points before you got ejected. I'm pretty sure you still ended overall with the highest points on that team. But at the end of the day, it's about winning as a whole. And it's about beating a team as a whole. but all you cared about was a 1v1. But at the end of the day, God don't play about Angel. And don't.
Oh my goodness. This has blown all the way over. And now it has poured into her mate, Natasha Cloud, hands. Because Natasha, let me tell you something, baby. Shut your goddamn mouth, boo. Shut your mouth, baby girl. It has nothing to do with you. What your girl does has nothing to do with you on the basketball court. You wasn't there. And I'm sure if Natasha Cloud was there, she would have similar things now, which Marina Mabrey had failure to do. Because Marina Mabrey is supposed to be, her and Brittany Sykes was supposed to be the leader on this team. As Brittany Sykes, if some of you guys can see Brittany Sykes' face, she was like she couldn't believe that this actually was going down. While they're trying to beat the number 1, number 2 team in the country, Izzy had something else going on with her. This is my boy AJ. I want to read what he put up and posted today. He says, I've never seen an athlete treated the way Angel Reese is treated. And I genuinely want to know why. What exactly has she done to deserve this level of hate? What has she said? She barely speaks in the public. If this still about something that happened in college, then maybe we should admit it's forced. Who else is judged this harshly for something that they did in college years later? She didn't commit a crime. And before people start comparing her to others, most athletes under a microscope still receive praise when they have great games, reach milestones, or accomplish something special. Angel often doesn't get the same grace. It goes beyond basketball too. She models. People hate. She celebrates her partner. People hate. She launches a business. People hate. She drops a shoe. People hate. Even when she has a career accomplishment, people immediately search for ways to discredit it. There are entire YouTube channels, X accounts, TikTok pages, and yes, AJ, Facebook pages dedicated to tearing her down. If you want to bring up LeBron, that's different. He's been in the GOAT conversation for over 20 years. Criticism comes with that territory when you're being compared to the greatest ever. But Angel is only a few years into her professional career. So what is it? What is the real reason? Well, my little brother AJ, I would like to tell you, because you're a youngin' and been here a long time, big bro been here for a long time. This has been always. There has been always this type of behavior to us. They have have always, all races have always tried to depict us in any and everything: sports, education, music, all of the things that you could think of in humanity on us. As they all nationalities ignore the disrespect and the depiction of black people in the world. This is a bigger and broader discussion that has been brought to the 9450. This is a bigger and broader discussion that Angel Reese is there, getting beat, brutalized, talked about, and disrespected at the same time. Yes, I know no one wants to hear about 400 years of bad treatment. No one wants to hear about the black disparities. No one wants to hear the misguided depiction and prototypes and stereotypes of black people. America has become exhausted with their own disparity of black people. But I ain't gonna go there. I'm gonna go ahead and enjoy myself and let you guys see just a little bit more. And then we're gonna talk about it. I want you guys to understand that while Angel Reese is getting and going through all of this hell, Caitlin Clark is still being praised and put into MVP conversations. Caitlin Clark has been medically diagnosed by
Well, maybe it's the size difference. Paige is a little bit bigger.
Jason Whitlock and his clan members. Caitlin Clark has been looked over time after time after time after rants, tantrums, and disrespect. But Angel Reese could not have done none of these things. Here's something about Caitlin that you all and I know that has been overlooked, and she has not been disrespected. She has not been demised and despised. Matter of fact, we still have people like my brother Loose Ball is in the building, who likes and is a Fever fan, but also he supports Caitlin Clark because she's on his team, in MDT and others that are part of this chat that comes in here and talk to the people and try to give their point of view of why they like said player, BD Sports. But the jig is up. The jig is up. And we're going to talk about the jig. As Angel Reese is over there still fighting wars and being beat the hell up, and particularly just to play basketball. We have this going on for us. Who's the greatest basketball player in the WNBA?
I knew I wasn't tripping because I saw Paige Beckers and I said, okay, well, maybe it's the size difference. Paige is a little bit bigger. Honestly, Paige is a shooting guard. But then she's arguably the best player in the whole league. So then it got me thinking, well, it's not the size. You're just ass. I think people are starting to realize you're ass. Sure, you can shoot that bitch. You can't play no defense. You can't play make. You don't make your teammates better. We've seen it. They was better without you. Kelsey Mitchell is a better shooter, a better playmaker, a better facilitator, and a better defender. And the coach is trying to find minutes for you. You suck. And don't let me get started on you as a teammate. If your last name is not Hall or Cunningham, she don't see you. I promise you, she don't. I don't know how long the league is going to protect you, because the more eyes that's on the league, the more eyes is going to see. You're not even top 10 in your position.
I didn't say it. He said it. I didn't say it. He said it. As we look into the future of the WNBA, I told you guys when I started the show, when I started this show in particularly, I told you guys in 2024 that this young lady was special. I told you guys that this young lady was Magic Johnson like. I told you guys 2 years ago that when this young lady, and she was on Notre Dame at the time, when this young lady, when the fallout happened, when people were trying to figure out what was going on Notre Dame, and was she really, really better than Hannah Hidalgo? It wasn't the fact that she was better than Hannah Hidalgo or not better than Hannah Hidalgo. I told you guys that this player was going to be phenomenal when it comes to professional basketball, because that's up her alley to make other players around her great, not just good. Olivia Mile makes her players, the players that's around her, better. And when I told you guys, and I was on those other shows, when I told you guys, some of you said that, bro, Claude, you always find somebody to glaze on. That girl is not good. I got receipts. I got big time receipts. And I'll tell you guys how frustrating when you are a person that's able to see and others don't see. I told you guys that Olivia Magic Miles is one of a kind. I told you guys when Neil Ivey could not be able to control her setting, and the players were going at it with each other and could not simmer her locker room, that Olivia Miles was actually on the team being picked on and picked away. I told you guys that the locker room had chaos that was going on was not Olivia. I told you guys that Olivia Miles just want to play basketball and be good at it. But you guys, like others, and I always bring up the show because I think it was very disrespectful, because I don't talk about players that don't got it. I don't bring you guys settings that aren't true. I don't talk about players that I don't think matter at all. As you guys saw me cover Notre Dame for the last 3 years that I've been here, you guys have seen me do multiple things in praising the Notre Dame players. In this alone, like I said, my receipts, I told you guys, when this young lady hits the floor, she makes everyone around her better. Let me get the money. Let me get the money. Shout out to Hot Tracks. What's going on? I appreciate you so much, Hot Tracks. Hey, join the channel. Subscribe to the channel. I thank you. It says Angel has haters in Atlanta. Alicia Gray and Boston are cool. How? Of course, you know, they won championship together. So, I mean, they played together, but they, you know what I mean? They, you know, the GOAT was there. You know what I'm saying? Aaliyah Boston didn't win on her own, in her senior year. But, you know, Alicia Gray and Boston and Zaya Cook, they all played together. Howard and Harrison are cool. Though Cloud, Dawn Staley, and said Camilla can shine now. Okay. Okay. I understand. I appreciate that so much. And thank you. Thank you for the $5 super chat. I appreciate that. But I'm gonna give you guys a little bit more context of what I'm talking about. See, when I used to make videos when I first started and learning this game on YouTube, being showed by my brother K-Sap, and just finding my ways, I picked in particular teams and players that I would cover. In 2024, do y'all remember this? Do y'all remember when I put this together and had a whole show? You guys go back and look at it. When I said that Notre Dame was in a class of its own. And all of these players, all 6 of these players, are right now playing in the WNBA. All 6 of these players, even though Maddie has not had her chance, out of the 6 players, all 6 of these players are playing. What's going on, my sister, Her Active Life? I see Gamble in the building. Sounds, what's going on? Hit the like button, y'all. Big dog in the building. Listen. I told you guys, AC Chi-Town Calvin, I told these guys all the way in 2024 that Olivia Miles was something special. As y'all call me the Great Glazer, which I do sometimes. It's okay. But I told you guys that Olivia Miles, even in that tandem, in that situation, she was great. But then a breakup, a fall-up happened. A fallout tremendously broke up the locker room. And I also brought you the Irish drama. Sue Bird was in on the Irish drama. And when Olivia Miles chose to go to TCU, this is how long I've been covering Olivia Miles. I told you guys that this young lady is one of the coldest basketball players that I've ever seen. As a woman, in the way she passes, the way she carries herself, the way she's worked on her game, the 3-ball that she developed and worked on. She didn't have it when she was a freshman. Then she got hurt going into sophomore year, junior year. She came back and tried to make a run in her senior year. It didn't work out. The locker room blew up. Olivia Miles went to TCU, Mark Campbell, and here we are now in Cheryl Reeves' pick, the number 1 pick, actually in the draft, but was the number 2 pick overall. And Cheryl Reeves collected a star and put her in the water and threw her off the mountaintop. And this girl is flying. Olivia Magic Miles is now in the conversation of MVP. Olivia Magic Miles has passed Caitlin Clark in every statistic at this time in 13 games. She makes her players better. She makes everyone around her work and hustle hard. She is the true generational talent. Outside of Chelsea Gray, I think that the WNBA has really got their greatest passer of all time, and also could be the greatest point guard of all time if she stay healthy. If she stays healthy. Olivia Miles is somebody to talk about, somebody that I think that she's a generational talent. But why do they not give Olivia Miles the credit that she does? Because they say that this woman is fun to watch. They say that this woman here is one to watch. Loose ball, I don't want to hear it. They had Minnesota as the last team in the last 3 teams of the WNBA. They thought that by feeding Nafisha Collier, they lost Nafisha Collier, they lost Jessica Shepard, they lost Alana Smith, they lost big major pieces, Natisha Heidemann, they lost tragic pieces that tears up an organization. And Olivia Magic Miles say, oh, no. Oh, no. They might be gone, but I'm right here. And I'm going to use what it is around me and make it better. Do you understand that Nafisha Collier is on the bench? The Atlanta Dream gave Nia Coffey away. They threw her to the garbage can. Nia Coffey is making she is having the best season that she's had in the WNBA right now on Minnesota. Who is Nia Coffey? Who is that? You don't know, loose ball, because you didn't care. Though that is not the same team, loose ball. You out of context. I just told you that they lost 5 of their stars on that team from last year. 5. Jessica Shepard was Jessica Shepard. She was playing behind Alana Smith. Don't make a reason why. Don't give an excuse. Just give it up and say that what I'm telling you, Olivia Miles, is better. Is better. But if Angel does this, guys, if Angel does any of this, if Angel does this, you know who calls it disgusting. You know who calls her ghetto. You know who calls her an antagonist. You know that the WNBA don't want a black girl doing nothing like this. How dare her? How dare she? She's so ghetto. You hear it all the time, and Angel don't be doing nothing. But yes, this white lady likes it because she looks like her. And she thinks it's fantastic. She thinks it's just all about sport and play. But Angel could never get away with any of those things. She is in a prison. Angel is in a prison. And it's crazy work. That Caitlin can do it and having not a big type of year. And Angel can't. So that's why I say the discussion of the MVP has to be discussed. The situation of the MVP has to actually have real MVP players to stand up and be able to sit them alongside A'ja Wilson and see how that works out. I don't think too good because A'ja Wilson is the greatest player of all time. And she's even better this year. She's gotten better and better and better. So why are we talking about this, bro, Claude? It's because they put Caitlin Clark in the MVP conversation. Instead, meanwhile, Angel Reese is getting, like my man AJ said, is getting accolade after accolade and breaking history, continuously breaking history. The only person she hasn't passed yet as a big man is Shaquille O'Neal. On the men's team, Caitlin Clark ain't shot close to what Stephen Curry has done, Reggie Miller has done. The Black Jesus Ray Allen has done. Mr. Smith has done. Nowhere near. But you want to put her name with those players. Nah, you got to earn it. Not give it. You have to earn it. And we are here talking about the women's game and how it has evolved. But the drama has evolved also. And we must accept the good and the bad together. We must accept that we all make mistakes. I make mistakes. I could be wrong. It's just my opinion. And that don't make my opinion wrong. It's just the way that I feel genuinely about things. When you come in, hit the like button. Please do me a favor because I don't want Keisha slapping the hell out of me for not telling you guys. Hit the like button. But in discussion, I think that the MVP should be real MVP talk. Arguably, Kelsey Plum is in that conversation. Arguably. But we know that Olivia Miles will make as of right now, will be the Rookie of the Year. And we also know that Angel Reese has been the most disrespected. And we do know that A'ja Wilson is the most ignored. Why are we talking about Caitlin? I don't know. You tell me. Because she's not the best basketball player in the WNBA. She's not the best point guard in the WNBA. She's not even her team leader on the Indiana Fever in points and other things and categories. That would be Kelsey Mitchell, Caitlin Clark, and Aaliyah Boston together. But some people don't like to hear the facts. Some people don't like to hear the truth. As we went over the weekend, we're going to talk about the wins and losses over the weekend. And Tyler Marsh, come up front to the table. Tyler Marsh, come up. Because we want to talk to you. And we want to tell you something after these messages.
Soldier that the streets talk about. If it ain't making money, ain't nothing to talk about.
Hey everybody, my name is Bro Claude, and I'm here to tell you about the best whipped organic shea butter on planet Earth. It just so happens to be my brand, Bread House Butters. It sheens, shine, heal, treats, moisturize, condition your skin. Not only is this the best shea butter for you, but it heals good, smells good, and feels good. It is the best moisturizer that you can use. It clears up any scars, scrapes, stretch marks, blemishes, rashes, bruises, eczema, psoriasis, and most intensified dryness of skins. You can put this on your face, your hair, and your body, and I'm telling you, this is the best product that you can use in America because, of course, we make ours and craft it handcrafted in our own kitchen. So I'm asking for you guys to support the #1 product that you're going to ever be able to put on your body, Bread House Butters brand. And guess what? You can go to breadhousebutters.com. I said breadhousebutters.com and put your order in now. Thank you. And I appreciate everyone who supports. Tyler Marsh. Tyler The end is coming. The end is near. We all know and see. Tyler Marsh is leaving us with no type of room to say that he can breathe again. Tyler Marsh, the Chicago Sun-Times, sent by my baby girl. She wins. Told y'all this was going to be a good lunchtime. Tyler, Sky Coach Tyler Marsh, got a hit piece. And it says Tyler Marsh is in on the hot seat per the Chicago Tribune Sun-Times. Per the Sun-Times, they said that Tyler is on the hot seat. Well, we already knew that, Bro Claude. But I just want to let y'all know that it's coming. It's coming. It is coming. Marsh has caught some tough breaks in 2 seasons with the Sky. But this year was supposed to go better than it is. It says here, How they always do that to me, yo, brother? Hold on a second. Man. Continue. Oh. Y'all gotta wait for a second.
With or without aura in adults.
Get this off the screen.
Nurtec ODT can provide relief in 2 hours, which can last up to 2 days.
They always be doing stuff extra. They be doing extra stuff, chat. And I gotta put the code in and then all that other stuff going on. I'm trying to get done. Okay. Put the code in. It's for a newspaper. 6, 7. Just want to show y'all that I be keeping up with my stuff. And my girl, she wins. And Van, and Sister Felicia, and Big Girl, all of those ones that's around me, ADP, they be keeping me advised. Brother Nate. It says, and to his credit, his players still are preaching accountability. Veteran point guard Natasha Cloud confessed that she needs to stop chirping at the officials to provide more poise. Young center Camila Cardoso thinks that the team needs to execute the little things better. Most players are adamant that their troubles, the slow starts, the missed box outs, the clanky three-pointers are fixable. At this point, however, talking about it won't change much. The reality is that Marsh handed a roster with lofty expectations and now reeling from 8 losses in the last 9 games is on the hot seat. And the only way for him to cool it off is to get the Sky back into playoff hunt. From where the Sky sit, having dug themselves at a 12th place hole, that climb looks daunting. It would mean stepping over the Mystics, Fire, Tempo, and Sparks, none of whom appear to be slowing down. It would mean fixing the problems they've been talking about for weeks. They can't start by stringing together a 500 record for the rest of the month. Victories against the Liberty, Wings, Aces won't come easy, but they also play the Suns 15th once, and then the Fire 9th twice, breaking even in the next 6 games, and they could set themselves up for a hot stretch heading into the All-Star break. Picture the Sky starting July at 7-12 with point guard Courtney Vandersloot back in the saddle. She has been practicing since June the 5th. She could return in the next couple of weeks. If the Sky's gnarliest issue really are execution and poise, the return of the floor general should provide some immediate relief. This is what these white people talking about Courtney Vandersloot here in Chicago. Did y'all hear this? Did y'all see this? Banana in a tailpipe, smoke in mirrors. as my main man K-Sap say. If the Sky keep losing, though, then pressure on Marsh will keep building. And it's not fun kind. It makes no allowances for the fact that this is Marsh's first job as a head coach at any level, or that he has caught some tough breaks, losing the most important piece of the puzzle to a torn ACL 2 seasons in a row. Vandersloot last year leading scorer, Rickea Jackson this year, or that 10-34 record last season owed mostly to shoddy roster construction. That was a shot at Jeff Pagliocci. This is his first time getting his hands on a good clay, and he could use some time to learn from his mistakes. In today's WNBA, however, coaches are given much time to master the wheel. Plus, the Sky's own recent history, firing Teresa Witherspoon after one losing season, looms over him. Alyssa Hirsch of the Sun-Times wrote this hit piece on Tyler Marsh. She is new. Alyssa Hirsch is the one who took Annie Costable's job. So let y'all know who Alyssa Hirsch is. She's trying to play both sides of the fence. I don't trust nothing that the Sun-Times say in the first place, but she is trying to play both sides of the fence. So there you have it. Tyler Marsh will probably be out of here in season, because if they're not winning and then possibly not even have an all-star, this is going to be a done deal. A done deal for the Chicago Sky. Well, it's been a great show, guys. I thank you guys for coming and showing up and showing out. With all of the people that's in the building still, please subscribe to the channel. Hit the like button on your way out. And if you join the channel, you can join the channel and be a bread maker with your boy. Because over here, the bread makers have more fun. I'm just telling you, to be a bread maker,
We got that rap van rolling on them dubs. You can catch us later while we ballin' in the club. We them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers, we them bread makers. Shots me in the club, spinning them ends.
you'll be a part of my crew. Y'all already know, those of you that's still in the building don't even know that I am a real Chicago artist, and those behind me are real records that I have done, produced, wrote, and been a part of as a solo and a group artist. Yes, my name is, and I am the real gingerbread man that they talk about in most of those records that you hear in rap music coming up in the early 2000s, 2010s, and yes, 2020s. Y'all, I appreciate you. Tell me what you think should happen to Tyler Marsh with this type of season right now in the comments. Let me know what you want me to talk about. Also, on the next couple of shows, you can hit me on the IG, or you can go to the website, whatever it is that you want to contact me with, and tell your boy about it. Let me know what you want me to cover in particularly. And also, y'all, keep the main thing the main thing. I thank you for what you do. I thank you for what you will do. And I thank you for what you have done. But as always, I leave as I came, with another show. I appreciate it. We are on tonight at 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock tonight. Check out the videos that I have dropped today. And I love you guys and appreciate you always. And we out of here.
Welcome to my city. See the bright light, skyscrapers looking pretty. Perfect skyline, postcard from a city, and we still on the rise. More construction keeping busy. Always bear down on your blue in the windy. Can't forget the Bulls, red and black run the city. Chicago, fire in the sky, Wnba. White Sox and the Cubs up in Wrigley. Got a couple rings like I played for the Blackhawks. Always on the ground when my feet hit the asphalt. Dedication, hard work, and preparation. Never giving up to reach the goals I've been chasing. When it goes down, I'ma be the main attraction. Better stand back when the cameras start to flashing. Countdown, buzzer beater, how the game goes. Crowd goes wild, cause you know who they came for. Michael Jordan, D-Wade when I'm scoring. Great Walter Payton, John Tays when I'm enforcing. You already know I had to make an anthem. Shot-town in the building, and you know what I stand for. Chicago, it's the city of the win. Clock runs down, we gon' grab another win. Chicago, known for the skyscrapers, big city, big lights, and we all about the paper. Chicago, ain't another city like it right down Lakeshore. See newcomers all excited. Chicago,